McCutchen batting .387 in the sixth spot. Chris Muller, this is big number. He has 3 home runs. He had a 3-run home run today. He seems very comfortable, but the Pirates don't have much ahead of him. Do they need to put him back at third or keep him at sixth?
God, I feel like I'm going to get ridiculed for this, but I think they need to keep him there. I think the paramount concern should be...
Who would ridicule you for that, Chris?
I don't know. There's people, hit him third. Place in the order doesn't matter. That kind of person. No, if he's hitting well, you need to get him closer to the top where he'll get at least one more at-bat likely per game. Their chief concern with this guy, if they are going to have any chance of sticking around in this putrid division, is that he is as comfortable and effective as possible. So if he's in the sixth spot and hitting like he is through this small little stretch, I keep him in the sixth spot, even if it means hitting John freaking Jaso higher in the order.
I think he plays a lot better with the pressure off of him. He hits a home run today when the game's out of hand. Last year in August, September, the Pirates are out of the race. What do you know? Andrew McCutchen turned it on. And to Chris's point, you only have that batting lineup one time through where he hits sixth. That's what they say with the leadoff man. You're only at the top once. But I just feel like for him, it must feel like there's a gorilla off his back because look at his production.
I think for the Pirates' sake, they need to keep him at the sixth spot if he's hitting like this because the more he hits, the more they'll get for him at the trade deadline.
I knew it was coming.
That's the reality of the situation. To me, Marte will be coming back, and they're going to have to move one of these outfielders to make room for Meadows anyway. So to me, leave him sixth. Hope that he hits 600 and, has 15 or 18 more home runs between now and July so they can get a lot for him for the stretch run and for the future.
Real quick, no extension so far, at least on the record, for Clint Hurdle and Neil Huntington. Andrew, you were in New York driving home, you told me, and they were talking about Hurdle's future. How legit is that, do you think? Well,
we're a third of the way through the season, and it's like, okay, your two faces of this rebuild from an organizational standpoint don't have contracts beyond this year, and it just makes me think they're in the basement. Hurdle doesn't have a year beyond this one. They have Prince around. They have Cora around. To me, it looks like they're in position to move on from this manager, and even though I think Clint Hurdle's tenure here has been a net positive, if this is where they finish the season, if 1/3 of the way is foretells and is an indicator of where they'll be at the end, I think Clint Hurdle's time as Pirates manager will probably be done.
They're being very conspicuous about having Tom Prince and about having Cora around. I mean, they're hiding in plain sight with especially Prince, and they're acknowledging it openly. Clint Hurdle, if this is his last rodeo here, then he did the impossible. He got a team to win games more than they lost after 20 years of doing the opposite. But he's always been kind of cantankerous. Everyone's liked him for, he's friendly, he's affable, he sends those text messages in the morning. But everybody also can see that there's a little edge to him, and there always has been. That seems more pronounced than usual.
I don't think we're getting the affable Hurdle.
Oh, no, I think we're getting a much more of an edge Hurdle this year. It's becoming the dominant facet of his personality, and to me, that indicates a guy who maybe is just kind of tired of this particular time of life.
That's the thing that I think we're completely missing in this whole situation that we're talking about, is the flip side of, the Pirates asking Clint Hurdle to leave at the end of this year. Does Clint Hurdle want to continue on at the end of this year? And I think it's a much greater possibility that he leaves on his own accord than they push him out the door, to be honest.
To manage another team?
To step down and take some time off to be Joe Torre and go work for the league or do something else.
Okay.
Got to ask about replay because this got on my nerves today. Replay was put in to try to overturn egregiously bad calls, although it's gotten so good that now we see these icing calls in hockey, which you can't even tell through a grainy iPad if it really is offside or not. And today we saw, if you saw my highlights on the sports, Neil Walker, a challenge by Clint Hurdle after they go to break, after they sing God Bless America, after they stretch, you come back, you find out the inning continues because why? Because his foot's off the base by this much, and they overturned it. Has it gone too far, Chris?
I am a huge replay backer, but I think the problem with this now is that because you have the technology generally to get it right in 99% of instances when you're looking at it on replay, like you'll have 1% that are still too close to call, the human tendency is going to be to want to utilize that technology to get things right. And I think that's why you're never going to see this get put back in the bag. Managers, everybody else, they might hate that it slows down the game, but if it helps them win, they'll say, wait a minute, why do I want to get rid of this? This helps me win. I don't care how tedious it makes the proceedings.
Yeah, for me, Chris, professional sports exist for the fans. You put rules in place because, it's what your consumers or customers want. do the consumers of Major League Baseball, is this something that fans wanted so badly that in order to get things right, we're going to stop games for 5 minutes or have them sing God Bless America twice because Neil Walker's foot was off the bag by a centimeter? No. So to me, I think you can put the genie back in the bottle. And as far as replay in baseball goes, I would just repeal the entire thing and get rid of it.
But in what other arena, Pony, would you ever have this technology and you'd roll it out and say, well, it worked and it got plays right?
It's not working.
But it is. If it's getting plays right, it is by definition working. So what other field are you going to say, well, we have the technology to get it right, so now we're not going to do it?
They have the technology with umpires behind home plate, and they don't
and
do
they
it.
should do it.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. To me, you got to get rid of all these challenges and throwing the flags in football and all that crap. Get rid of it all. Have somebody in New York watching the game. If there's a play that's close, they look at it. Now,
that
to
wasn't
Chris's
close.
Exactly. But to Chris's point with all the technology, yeah, that's right. They have the digital, slow-mo, super slow, all that stuff. To me, if it takes more than 30 seconds to figure it out, then just stay with the call on the field.
I don't think professional sports should be about getting something right.
But again, if they're going to look at it and it takes you more than 30 seconds of slow-mo, zooming in, going at every angle, if it takes you more than 30 seconds, it's right on the field. So forget about it.
All right, we're due for a break. The hammer has been laid by Paul Zeise. We're going to go to a break. Come back with more right here on KDKA. It's the #1 Cochran Sports Showdown.